Good morning. It's a cloudy, muggy start to our Saturday morning, but as the day slowly brightens up, well, you guessed it, it's another day of sunny spells and scattered showers. All the details coming up.
Louise has got the weather forecast for us this morning, and that looks like a very big grey cloud right behind you.
Yeah, sums up what's to come. Do you know that happened to me yesterday, actually? I just came in from taking the dog for a walk. It was really warm. It was really sunny. The heavens opened and it was almost like a river running down my
You
by
were
my
winning.
street.
Didn't you feel like you were just winning?
Yes. Yeah. You know, and if I can't get it right, then I suppose I'm in trouble, aren't I?
True.
But it is quite difficult to dodge those showers, I'm afraid, at the moment. That's going to be the story over the last couple of days. That's what's to come through the weekend as well. Some of the showers could slow moving. We've actually got some rain around this morning from this area of low pressure that's moving in from the southwest, and so it's brought some rain, some of it quite persistent through the night across Cornwall and into South Wales. You can see it quite clearly on the radar. It is starting to drift its way steadily east, and it should stay mostly to the south of the M4 corridor, so it's just going to flirt really with the Channel coast. Elsewhere it's quite a humid start. There's some fog around across northeast England. It's a murky start, but up showers into the afternoon. So the rain will ease away from the southeast during the afternoon, but here it might stay pretty cloudy and dull, so disappointing. Temperatures should peak at around 22 degrees, but some of those showers really quite potent. So for women's finals day at Wimbledon, should be a decent day really once that early morning rain eases away. Rather cloudy, but largely dry. Now, as we go through the evening, those showers are likely to fade away and we'll keep some clearer skies for a time. But there's another front starting to push into the southwest, indication of what's to come for your Sunday as well. Still staying on the mild side, double figures through the night. But as we move into Sunday, we've got another low pressure. Don't worry, high pressure is set to return as we go through the next few days. But that low could bring more in the way of cloud and some showery outbreaks of rain. Ahead of it again, it's sunny spells and scattered showers. But some of these showers across eastern Scotland and northeast England once again really could be quite potent, just like we had last weekend. So temperatures are likely to peak at 22 degrees. That's very pleasant if you manage to dodge the showers, but some of those showers really quite heavy indeed. Now it's the opposite for men's final day at Wimbledon. The rain arrives later, but hopefully they finish play by 9 o'clock or something's gone horribly wrong. But that means I think there's quite an important match, is there, at Wembley on Sunday. It does look as though it could be quite cloudy with a little bit of drizzle as we go through the day. Hopefully into the latter stages of the game there might be a little bit of patchy rain arriving. But Monday looks likely to be quite a mess, so that's a decent forecast actually. There's an area of low pressure yet again bringing outbreaks of rain. Now it'll be showery outbreaks of rain moving its way across the country. Be patient. Once we've got Monday out of the way, the story will improve. But Monday, again, cloudy with outbreaks of rain at times, and those temperatures disappointing. Back to you two.
I imagine there'll be quite a few.
Monday,
they
will
won't
they?
be seeing it. Just a thought. Louise, see you later.
Probably.
Yeah, see you later.
Tell you what, Naga, my village is full of cyclists all the time.
Do you
Always
join
having a
them?
coffee, actually.
Yeah,
no,
well,
I'm not very
that's
good.
all-
I fall over all the time.
it's not a good
I
start.
run or walk.
Stabilisers, Louise, stabilisers.
Bikes with no pedals that you just do that either side. This is what a lot of us have got this morning across the north and east. It's foggy, it's misty, it's not very pleasant at the moment. It is mild and it could be a lot worse because you could have the rain. We have got some and it's in the southwest as we speak, and some of it's been quite heavy through the night actually. It is drifting its way slowly eastwards and it's mostly going to sit across the far south. So it will start to push, as you can see over the last few hours, across towards Dorset, the Isle of Wight and eventually into Oxfordshire as well. Now the dividing line is probably around the south of the M4 corridor. There will be a little bit of showery rain as well as it drifts its way east. Elsewhere, misty, foggy start across the north and east. It's dry, some sunshine coming through, but unfortunately, just like the last couple of days, that's going to trigger off some sharp showers into the afternoon. Best of the warmth perhaps into western Scotland with 22 degrees, a little bit cooler into the southeast because that cloud never really breaks up here. Now, as we go through the evening, we'll still continue to see some pretty heavy showers, but they will fade away. More rain comes into the far southwest. It's very boring, this weather story, isn't it, at the moment? Double figures, though, to start the day on Sunday morning. Yes, low pressure not too far away, I'm afraid, for the second half of the weekend, and that is going to bring some rain into the west. So it's a similar story. Once again, dry with some sunshine first thing in the morning. Some sharp showers develop as we go through the afternoon. Some of those really could be quite torrential. potential across eastern Scotland and northeast England. And here's our weather front bringing some outbreaks of rain into the southwest and to Wales by the end of the afternoon. If you dodge any of those showers or rain, you'll probably see highs of 22 degrees. Lucky you. Now, Monday looks even worse. Bear with me. I've got some good news at the end of this forecast, but low pressure still here. Monday really is quite a messy story to tell. There's going to be outbreaks of rain around on Monday. I can't be too clever about where at the moment. There will be some wet weather around. It's going to be a cloudy day, a really messy story. Top temperatures on Monday, maybe 20, 21 degrees, that's 70 Fahrenheit. So it never gets too cold. But then finally, I need a drum roll for this. High pressure looks likely to build. And as we go into next week, this is what we've all been waiting for. We haven't had any settled summer sunshine for a while, have we? It does look as though the high pressure stays with us. Temperatures not too hot, which will probably suit most of you, perhaps peaking into the mid-20s. That's the mid-70s Fahrenheit. There you go. Back to you two.
You did.
Morning. It's a cloudy, muggy start to our Saturday morning, but as the day slowly brightens up, well, you guessed it, it's another day of sunny spells and scattered showers. All the details coming up. Goalkeepers are not wearing yellow because insects do like yellow, don't they?
Do you think that's true, or is that...
I've only worn a couple of yellow pieces of clothing outside a couple of times and it's been a nightmare. So it seems to be. I'm no expert, but, you know, can you imagine you don't need Pickford doing this, do you, at the wrong time?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
At the right time, we'll take it. Weather is probably right for the insects, unfortunately, because it's very muggy, humid, and there's some sunshine, there's some rain, so everything's happening at the moment in the gardens, isn't it? This is at Norfolk just a couple of hours ago. You can see quite a misty, murky start. A lot of cloud around at the moment. Also some rain, some of it heavy and persistent into the southwest. This front is just going to run along the Channel coast over the next few hours. So yes, there's some rain in the forecast. It's a grey start here. It's not a great start, but you can already see an improvement across the Cornish foot, just a little toe peeping out there. And that rain will gradually drift its way steadily eastwards through the morning, easing away by lunchtime. Elsewhere, we get some sunshine coming through. Unfortunately, with some humidity in the atmosphere, that's going to trigger off, once again, a few sharp showers, just like the last couple of days. And with light winds, some of these really could be quite slow moving. But the best of the warmth, perhaps in Western Scotland, 22 degrees. That means that for Wimbledon first thing in the morning, yes, we could see a little bit of light patchy rain, but by the time play gets underway for the ladies' final today, it should be a decent day. Rather cloudy, though, rather grey. Now, some of those showers through the early evening will be quite heavy, but then they'll fade away through the night. A little more cloud and rain starts to gather across the south and west once again. We keep double figures, so it's going to be another mild start to the weekend, but unfortunately, there's more unsettled weather in the forecast. It's going to be a showery day primarily. This frontal system will bring more cloud and rain once again into southwest England, Wales and perhaps Northern Ireland later on in the afternoon. And as the day progresses and the sunshine comes through, once again, that could trigger off some potent thundery downpours, particularly through eastern Scotland and northeast England. 22 degrees. If you do manage to dodge the showers, will be pleasant enough. So if you're planning a barbecue to celebrate some of the sporting events that are taking place on Sunday, hopefully you'll keep the dry weather. Not too bad for the men's final at Wimbledon. For Wembley, it does look as though we keep that humidity, quite a lot of cloud around, maybe some rain towards the end of the match. So hopefully it doesn't go to extra time and penalties, but there could be some rain around a little bit later on. Monday looks a mess. More wet weather to come in the forecast. Unfortunately, that low pressure sweeps its way over into the near continent. It means that there will be outbreaks of rain around on Monday. I'm not going to be too clever about it. It really is a messy story. Not heavy, persistent rain, but there will be quite a lot of cloud and at times there will be some rain around. The temperatures once again peaking into the high teens. But once we get rid of Monday, things will dry and warm up quite nicely and we'll see temperatures returning into the mid-20s. But look at this. More importantly, good deal of dry weather. There you go. Back to you two.
That's
The SW19, they like to have the roof open if at all possible. But look at what's happening at the moment. It actually should clear away and Wimbledon should be dry but rather cloudy. But yes, we've seen some rain, some of it quite heavy, hasn't it? It's been moving in across the Channel coast as we speak. It's drifting towards the London area right now. Elsewhere, there's a lot of cloud around and many places starting the morning like this. Rather grey, misty, murky. There's actually some dense fog across northeast England, in particular through Northumberland. So as we go through the morning, that rain will tend to clear away round about lunchtime. So ladies, sort of the final is after 2 o'clock. So I suspect it will be a dry one. Few sharp showers breaking out just like the last couple of days. Some of these could be heavy, possibly thundery. Temperatures between 19 and 22 degrees at the very best. Now through this evening, those showers will tend to linger for a time before fading away overnight. We start to see yet more wet weather pushing into the southwest for tomorrow. That is going to bring some rain into Northern Ireland, Wales and southwest England. Ahead of it, it's going to be a case of sunny spells and scattered showers. We keep that showery theme through Sunday and Monday, but look at this. As we go through the middle part of the week, high pressure finally builds, it dries up and it settles down as well. Back to you two.
Louise, thank you so much.
Morning. It's a cloudy, muggy start to our Saturday morning, but as the day slowly brightens up, well, you guessed it, it's another day of sunny spells and scattered showers. All the details coming up. Hi there. I don't know about you two, but I'm going to get withdrawal symptoms once the football's finished.
Yeah, but then you get sunshine, so it doesn't matter.
It's been raining, it's been miserable for the last few weeks, but I didn't care because I've been sat watching the football most nights. But just when the football finishes, guess what? Yes. Naga has already pipped me at the post. The sunshine is going to come out as we move towards next week. Just remember that when I tell you about the forecast for this weekend. Cloudy, misty start first thing this morning, but there's also some rain in the forecast as well. This area of low pressure is bringing some rain across the channel as we speak. So it's drifting its way steadily east. It's never really going to move much further north. It'll be rather showery in nature as it moves its way towards the capital into Hertfordshire and Buckinghamshire as well. It'll clear away by lunchtime, and elsewhere it's quite a cloudy start. As we saw from that weather watchers, it was misty and murky first thing in the morning. The sunshine will come through and that could trigger off quite a few slow moving heavy showers through the afternoon, just like we've seen for the last couple of days, really. Temperatures should peak between 17 and 22 degrees. That's 72 Fahrenheit as a max. So no surprises to hear that there could be a little bit of showery rain around SW19 first thing, but that will ease away. And actually, by the time the match gets underway, yes, it may well stay cloudy, but it will be dry. Now, the showers will keep going for a time, but then fade away through the overnight story. And then we'll see more wet weather pushing into the southwest, although this is fairly light and patchy. It'll move its way into southern fringes of Northern Ireland, Wales and southwest England. First thing tomorrow morning, further north and east, it's going to be another showery story. So here's that weather into the afternoon. Some of these really could be quite heavy and produce some localised flooding, albeit briefly. But East Anglia and South East England may be escaping the worst of it. Drier, brighter, 22 degrees, the overall high. Now, it's the men's final, isn't it, on Sunday? It looks as though it's going to be a dry and relatively mild affair. That rain that's arriving to SW19 through the latter stages of the evening, obviously heading towards Wembley as well. But on the whole, pretty perfect weather conditions for playing or spectating or even having a barbecue and hopefully celebrating outside. Not too bad. Now, it does look as though Monday, unfortunately, is a bit of a dog's dinner, really. It's cloudy, it's wet, it's miserable for many. But once we've got Monday out of the way, well, it does look as though the story is going to improve. So yes, there will be some showery outbreaks of rain around on Monday, quite a lot of cloud as well on Monday. Temperatures similar feel to the last few days, high teens, low 20s. But I just want to skip on to the good news, if it's good news you want, with dry, settled, sunny weather. It looks as though as we head through the week, things will quieten down and warm up quite nicely. Back to you two.
Whatever. Yeah.
Morning. Well, if you're a cyclist, don't go out now because it's going to improve across southern England. This is the story at the moment. Some of that rain is quite persistent, but it is pushing through quite quickly. And actually, there will be quite an improvement as we go through the latter stages of the morning into the afternoon. So yes, some rain around. It's been the last few hours. For most of us, actually, it's quite a cloudy start. It is a little bit misty and murky as well, as you can see quite clearly in Skeggy in But that will thin, the cloud will break up, the sunshine will come through, and that's going to trigger off some sharp showers. So the early morning rain easing. This is lunchtime, look, along that Kent coast, so already an improvement. That's the best time to get out and cycle. Sunshine could trigger off some sharp thundery downpours. It's a bit of a lottery. You're going to have to try and dodge them into the afternoon. But if you do manage to dodge them and you keep some of that sunshine, temperatures will peak into the low 20s. That's the low 70s. And with light winds, it'll feel quite warm in the sunshine out there. Now, those showers fade away through the evening and overnight. We'll have more cloud and rain gathering into the southwest for tomorrow morning. Another mild start, widely double figures. But tomorrow we're going to see this rain pushing into Northern Ireland and into Wales and southwest England. That means a showery story once again on Sunday. Some of those showers across eastern Scotland and northeast England could be heavy and thundery. But as we go through the day, the week, high pressure will build. It's going to dry and quieten things up quite nicely. It's going to warm up, temperatures into the mid-20s by the end of the week. Back to you two.
Thanks very much, Louise. We'll speak to you later.
Morning. It's a cloudy, muggy start to our Saturday morning, but as the day slowly brightens up, well, you guessed it, it's another day of sunny spells and scattered showers. All the details coming up. Hello. I think you've got to be prepared for a little bit of everything over the next few days, but the sunshine, the settled sunshine, is here later on in the week. So as we go through Wednesday onwards next week, it'll be dry and sunny. This is the story so far today. Quite a lot of low cloud, quite a lot of mist around at the moment. This is Wakefield in West Yorkshire. There's also some rain as well. There's a weather front that's been moving in from the southwest through the night, and that's brought some heavy rain into Cornwall and South Wales. It is pushing through at quite a pace, though, and it's moving along those Channel coasts, so it's not really going to move much further north. And actually, by lunchtime, it should be sitting around the London area before it moves off into the Kent coast during the early part of the afternoon. But as the low cloud and the mist tends to thin and lift and the sunshine come through, it's quite humid. If you've been out there already, you'll know what I'm talking about. And that's going to trigger off a few sharp, possibly thundery downpours as we go into the afternoon. But just like the last couple of days, some of you might escape them altogether. And then it'll be relatively pleasant, around 22 or 23 degrees as the afternoon high. It does mean for Wimbledon that first thing, if you're heading off for some strawberries and champagne outside, might be a little grey and gloomy, but it will improve, and particularly for the start of the ladies' final this afternoon. Now, as we go through the evening, the showers will tend to fade away. We keep some clearer skies. It stays quite muggy through the night once again, so temperatures widely into double figures. So it is going to be a mild start to tomorrow. More rain in the forecast, but this time it'll be fairly light and patchy. It gradually moves into southern fringes of Northern Ireland, into Wales, southwest England. Ahead of it, with that sunshine coming through, we do it all again. That potentially triggering off some showers. I suspect through tomorrow, though, the showers perhaps more widespread across northeast Scotland and northeast England. Some of these really could be quite torrential, so that's worth bearing in mind. Maybe East Anglia and the southeast could stay dry and bright for those barbecue plans, for something fairly important that's happening tomorrow. Yes, some fairly significant sporting events. Men's final at Wimbledon will be a dry affair. Some rain arriving later on in the day, but hopefully by 9 o'clock the play should be long gone by then. But that does mean that there's a potential for the football at Wembley to see some rain towards the end of the evening. More wet weather to come for Monday as well. The gardens are going nuts at the moment. The grass is growing like crazy with this warm and wet weather around. There is plenty of rain in the forecast to come for Monday. It is a bit of a messy picture on Monday. There will be outbreaks of rain on and off through the day, so be prepared for that. And again, those temperatures are still going to be on the relatively mild side, pretty much where they should be for this time of year, despite the rain around. But as I say, dry, settled, sunny and warm from Tuesday onwards. Back to you two.
I'm teasing.
Nagger.
Did you know it? UNAT.
Thanks, John. The southwest and across Wales, moving through the M4 corridor, shouldn't move much further north than that as it pushes towards the London area over the next few hours. Now, that weather front will ease away. We'll see some sunny spells breaking out further north But as the heat of the day starts to develop, that's when we're going to see some sharp and possibly thundery downpours breaking out, particularly across Wales, northern England into Scotland. They will be very hit and miss. They could be quite slow moving because the winds are fairly light. Top temperatures of 22 degrees in sheltered western areas, not quite as warm in the southeast as it will stay on the cloudy side for much of the afternoon. But the rain shouldn't be an issue for ladies' finals day at SW19. Maybe a little glimpse of sunshine by the end of the afternoon. There's another area of low pressure waiting in the wings to push in through the night tonight. So that means on Sunday, out to the west, we'll see more in the way of cloud and showery outbreaks of rain. Further east, again, sunshine first thing, but then some sharp and thundery downpours through northeast England and Scotland in particular. Some of these could be quite torrential. Perhaps if we're going to pick an area that could stay largely dry, East Anglia and southeast England, highs of 23 degrees on Sunday. That means for the men's final, again, it will be a dry affair, perhaps some brightness from time to time, a little bit of showery rain arriving by the end of the day. Play will have finished long gone by then, but that does mean that there's the potential for some showery rain towards the end of the Euros final at Wembley. Now, moving out of Sunday into Monday, we've got this frontal system still producing some outbreaks of rain. Low pressure really centred across the country, and that means that Monday is quite a messy story to tell, really. There will be some showers or longer spells of rain almost anywhere on Monday. Temperatures is around 21 degrees as a high, that's 70 Fahrenheit. But once Monday eases out of the way, high pressure is going to build in behind. That means that we'll see a good deal of dry, settled and increasingly warmer weather by the end of the week.